Hi everyone, it's Chenzo from Reality Art Pod, here to talk about the Traitors US Season 4, Episode 3, titled Show Me Your Faces. Last time on the Traitors, the known traitors murdered Ian, and after Portia was banished by majority vote at the round table, the secret traitor shortlisted Monet, Rob C, Tara, and Kristen for murder in plain sight. I put a link in the description to my playlist where you can find my other recaps. If you like the content, consider liking and subscribing and checking out the Traitors on Peacock. But let's dive back into it. It's the next day. Players meet at breakfast, unpacking the previous night's events. Caroline and Jam Jam think Ron is a traitor, but Colton is sus of Michael, and Jam Jam agrees with that too. Candace is dressed like a very comfortable police officer. Donna is happy to have survived, but is trying hard to integrate herself into the group. Tiffany tells Michael that she only voted for Michael at the round table because she felt threatened by Jam Jam and was scared of being murdered. The entrance order again saves the shortlisted players for last, joined by traitor Lisa, but no Rob C, with flashback to Reptile Rob and Lisa deciding that Rob C was too good at the game and burning his card. Rob is befuddled to be murdered in plain sight after expecting it to be murder in plain sight and avoiding it, and vows revenge on the traitors next time. So we lose Rob C here, who fans, including myself, were so excited to see back on TV after getting unjustly cut from Survivor 50, someone who should have been cast as either a traitor or secret traitor. It was no fun to make him a faithful and not give him much to do. While he was there, he played a smart game, gave strong confessionals, showing some annoyance in confessionals that the other players weren't playing smart games. His time making games on his channel served him well, as he was able to tell what was going on with the murder in plain sight, although it ended up being something he had no control over. He could have been more vocal. This was his chance to ham it up and banter with Alan, which we saw none of. I bet it happened. I hope they give him another chance. The producers fumbled the ball with a few of the role selections this time, including this one. Candace leads the group in toasting to Rob C, and Michael puts the heat on the survivors, implicating Jam Jam, which leads to a bit of a screaming match between Michael and Jam Jam. Michael tells Jam Jam that Jam Jam is in doo-doo. Michael calls himself a grade A trash talker, but says he's not trying to offend anybody, which is crazy coming from this individual. Alan enters looking like Yellow Vecna and smashes Rob's photo. He tells the group that in a twist, they're having a surprise roundtable right away before things get crazy. Best dressed at breakfast for the second time, I don't care, is Mora. The leopard print jacket, the matching vest underneath, the gloves, the adorned hat, I adore it. She's pressing the other players with these looks. Players scatter to strategize. Tiffany is right up Michael's butt, pulling him into the secret room and coaching Michael to be nicer to Jam Jam. Tiffany and Michael agree that Jam Jam is a traitor and want to vote for him. Colton is still dead set on voting for Donna, saying if they catch Donna, then Ron must also be a traitor. Candace and Monet also agree that Ron and Donna are in cahoots. Elsewhere, Stanbury is pushing Donna, which makes it awkward when Donna joins them. Donna tries. She throws Michael's name out, saying Michael was loud about the shield, and Rob C voted for Michael and then was murdered. They head to the round table where Rob tells us he's trying to vote with the group. Alan's outfit now has a train. I don't really love this outfit. I actually hate it. They get started, with Candace starting the conversation, pointing out that Ron came into the last round table and swayed the group. Rob and Lisa both agree. Interesting that the traitors would all pounce on one person so early. Ron defends himself and Colton swings the conversation back to Donna. Donna says she's fangirling over all of them, and Candace again says Donna would be a great traitor. Jam Jam encourages Donna to defend herself, and Tiffany asks Donna who she suspects. Donna calls out Michael, saying he's been acting and sopping up time by being loud in general, distracting them from finding the traitors. Again, Michael gets loud, saying if they vote him out, he's gonna announce that he's the best looking, smartest, dopest, faithful. Jam Jam asks Michael who he thinks is a traitor. Michael says Jam Jam. Their group is annoyed that Michael continues to say Jam Jam when everyone's pretty much looking at Donna. So Michael, ever the adult, sings if you're a traitor and you know it, clap your hands, which annoys everyone. In the vote, Michael votes for Jam Jam, Donna votes for Michael, and everybody else piles on Donna. So by a near unanimous vote, Donna is banished. Donna stands before the group and announces that she is a traitor. She was the secret traitor the whole time, with flashback to her getting her card, deciding to be a sweet mom in the day and a devious traitor at night, and choosing to consistently shortlist players who were laying low. So we lose Donna, who was a highly talked about cast member when the cast list dropped. A big name. I do believe she wanted to be there at first, but did she really try? And I think she got really overwhelmed. By the time of this episode, she seemed very miserable. Episode 3. It felt like she didn't want to be there anymore, and I think they moved the round table ahead to compassionately let her go. The way they said the traitors were going to meet the secret traitor, but then that never happened, doesn't line up to me. And the way that their daily challenge was meant to be played as pairs, they were clearly planning on playing that with even numbers, but I'm okay with this. It seems like she was going through it. She wasn't going to figure it out. Making her the secret traitor, probably a mistake on the show's part. By way of marketing, isn't it better for the show if she's a known traitor from episode 1? They put her in a really difficult position where she's making tough decisions by herself. She handled it well enough. Reptile Rob says he loves Donna Kelsey and he wants to marry her. Alan tells the group to pair up and do everything to make sure they're not the odd player out. Colton is proud of himself for leading the group in catching Donna, declaring himself a traitor hunter. Players scramble to find partners. Candace wants to work with Tara. She likes that Tara stands up for what's right, and Dorinda finds a partner in Lisa. Ron is going through it. He was defending Donna the whole time. Now he looks like an obvious traitor. At their challenge, the pairs have to decide which of them will be locked in a cage. The other player will fight to save their partner from the cage. At the end of the challenge, the player still locked in a cage will be shortlisted for murder. Ron couldn't find a partner, so he's just locked in the cage. The caged players are carted away. Kristen is suspicious of the other players in cages, feeling like a traitor would put themselves in a cage because who cares? The free players need to search the marsh for skulls. If players can stack 10 skulls on their podium, they'll free their partner from the cage. For every player they free, in the allotted 10 minutes, they win $5,000. They get started running out collecting and stacking their skulls. Johnny hates challenges, and he hates looking for skulls in the swamp. Rob finishes first, saving Mora. Steven saves Jam Jam. Monet rescues Natalie. Tiffany saves Michael. And Tara saves Candace. With 5 saves, the group earns $25,000 for the pot, leaving Eric, Lisa, Kristen, Ron, and Caroline still in cages and up for elimination. Legend has it Johnny is still out in the swamp looking for skulls to this day. Alan tells the caged players they'll be tied to a tree and one of them will be murdered face to face. Lisa is acting so upset. Good for her. Acting. The safe players head back to celebrate, but Mark is really upset to let Kristen down. Colton is so suspicious of Tiffany, feeling like Tiffany is making power moves by teaming up with Michael. Tiffany tries to paint the target on Ron and Jam Jam. Music to Mora's ears. Jam Jam took her shield. She's so down to vote him out, and Tiffany's even saying that Michael's a traitor. Tiffany basically thinks Michael is her traitor angel, but her behavior is making Colton think that she's a traitor. So Colton tells us he's coming for Tiffany. The traitors meet in the turret. Lisa acts like she's been through some shit since last time we saw her in the cage. You know they never tied Lisa to a tree. The traitors unpack a lot. They're happy they murdered Rob C. They got the secret traitor out. This is the most unified group of traitors we've ever had at this point on the US show. They consider murdering Ron, which would cause confusion. Caroline, figuring killing a housewife would take some heat off them. Eric would be a random kill. And Kristen is smart and could catch them. They agree they have 4 good options. Candace says they have 4 faithfuls tied to trees and any of them would be the most delicious kill. They head out into the woods where the at-risk players have to beg and plead and put on a show. Kristen refuses, but Ron really puts on a performance, shouting, "Show me your faces." Oop, he said the thing. And that ends the episode. Like I said last time, the traitors were smart to murder Rob C. They're plucking off the quieter, smarter players, making sure to keep around those who are drawing suspicion. Jam Jam, Tiffany, Ron, Michael, all suspicious people that could keep them safe for 4 more episodes. And some easy players to murder left. In Kristen, Steven, Mark, these players that are doing nothing, saying nothing, and eliminating them causes so much confusion. The traitors are doing so well, and right now are winning. I could see this being the season where multiple traitors win. I could see Rob and Lisa taking it, but some of the faithfuls are standing out too. Natalie proclaimed herself faithful early on, has no one suspecting her. She's making allies and is vocal enough that she's not the type of person the traitors are coming for right now. Same for Monet, and Colton has showed that he has good instincts and is down to play the game, though he's trying it with Tiffany, and I'm not so sure who would come out on top if those two go head to head. I think it's a fight where they both lose. Does it matter who they murder? Definitely not Ron. I hope they take Kristen out. She wasn't any fun when they were supposed to be hamming it up, tied to the tree. If I were a traitor, you're no fun, you're done. But that's all I have to say about this episode. Let me know in the comments, who do you think will get murdered? And after this 3-episode batch, which players are standing out to you? If you liked the video, consider giving a like and subscribing. I'll be back next Thursday with more Traitors. Until next time, you know where to find me. Bye.